Have you ever felt a sudden, profound shift in your perception of the world? A sense that there's something more to life than what you see on the surface? Many people describe this as a spiritual awakening. But then you hear terms like Kundalini awakening, and things can get confusing. Are they the same thing? Is one a part of the other? Let's clear this up together. Today we're diving deep into the differences and similarities between a Kundalini awakening and a spiritual awakening. Stick around because understanding this could completely change how you see your own journey. First, let's define what a spiritual awakening is. Think of it as a broad umbrella term. It's the process of waking up from the dream of the ego and realizing your true nature as a spiritual being. This can happen gradually over years or in a sudden, life-altering flash. A spiritual awakening might be triggered by a major life event, a loss, a near-death experience, a deep meditation session, or even just reading a profound book. The signs are often subtle at first. You might start questioning everything, your beliefs, your career, your relationships. You feel a growing sense of detachment from material things and a deeper connection to nature, humanity, and the universe. You might experience heightened intuition, strange synchronicities, and a powerful yearning for truth and meaning. It's like you've been living in a black and white movie, and suddenly the world bursts into vibrant color. You're not just going through the motions anymore. You're becoming conscious of the grander play you're a part of. This process is deeply personal and looks different for everyone. It's essentially a shift in consciousness, moving from an egocentric view to a soul-centric or spirit-centric one. Now let's talk about Kundalini awakening. If spiritual awakening is the vast ocean, a Kundalini awakening is like a powerful, specific current within it. Kundalini is a Sanskrit word meaning coiled one. In many Eastern traditions, it's described as a dormant, potent life force energy coiled like a serpent at the base of the spine in the root chakra. A Kundalini awakening is the process of this energy uncoiling and rising up through the central energy channel, the Sushumna, passing through each of the 7 main chakras along the way. The ultimate goal is for this energy to reach the crown chakra at the top of the head, leading to a state of enlightenment or union with the divine. Unlike the often gentle unfolding of a spiritual awakening, a Kundalini awakening can be incredibly intense and dramatic. It's a full-blown psychophysical spiritual event. People often describe it as a bolt of electricity shooting up their spine. The physical symptoms can be overwhelming and sometimes mistaken for medical issues. You might experience intense heat or cold, involuntary body movements known as kriyas, like shaking, jerking, or spontaneous yoga postures. You might see brilliant inner lights, hear sounds like bells or a flute, or feel blissful energy coursing through your body. It's a powerful purification process, clearing out energetic blockages accumulated over lifetimes. So what's the core difference? Think of it this way. A spiritual awakening is primarily a shift in your mind and awareness. It's about perception. A Kundalini awakening is a shift in your energy body. It's a visceral, physiological event that directly fuels and accelerates this shift in consciousness. You can absolutely have a spiritual awakening without a full-blown Kundalini rising. Many people on this spiritual path experience a gradual increase in awareness and connection without the dramatic physical symptoms of Kundalini. Their energy might be awakening gently, bit by bit, rather than all at once. However, a Kundalini awakening will always trigger a profound spiritual awakening. It's impossible for that much energy to move through your system without fundamentally altering your consciousness. It forces you to confront your deepest fears, traumas, and limitations. It's like spiritual development on hyperspeed. The raw power of Kundalini blasts through the illusions of the ego, leaving you face to face with your true divine self. So a Kundalini awakening is a specific type of spiritual awakening, a very powerful, embodied, and often challenging one. Let's look at the experience from the inside. During a general spiritual awakening, you might feel more peaceful, connected, and intuitive. You might change your diet, spend more time in nature, and feel drawn to meditation. The journey is often one of discovery and gentle expansion. You're learning to navigate the world with a new map. During a Kundalini awakening, the experience is much more primal and less controllable. You're not navigating with a map, you're riding a rocket. The energy has its own intelligence. It goes where it needs to go to purify your system. This can bring up intense emotional releases, unexplained crying, fits of rage, or overwhelming bliss. It can create sensory overload, making you extremely sensitive to lights, sounds, and other people's energy. It's a process of surrender, not control. You have to learn to trust the process and allow the energy to do its work. It's also crucial to talk about preparation. While you can't really plan for a spontaneous awakening of either kind, the path of Kundalini is traditionally approached with great care. In yoga and tantra, students would spend years preparing their minds and bodies through practices like asana, pranayama, breathwork, and meditation before even attempting to awaken this energy. This is because an unprepared system, a body and mind full of toxins and emotional blockages, can find the rush of Kundalini energy to be overwhelming, confusing, and even frightening. It's like trying to run a massive electrical current through a very thin, old wire. It can blow a fuse. A general spiritual awakening, being more gradual, is often less jarring. Your system has more time to adapt and integrate the changes. You grow into your new awareness step by step. But with Kundalini, the growth is forced and rapid, which is why having guidance from an experienced teacher or a supportive community is so incredibly important. They can help you understand what's happening and provide practices to help ground the intense energy. So how do they connect? A spiritual awakening can prepare the ground for a Kundalini awakening. As you purify your mind and emotions through spiritual practice, you're essentially strengthening your energetic wiring, making it safer for the Kundalini to rise. Conversely, the gentle stirring of Kundalini energy can often be the catalyst for a broader spiritual awakening, nudging you to start asking those deeper questions. They are deeply intertwined. To put it all together, every Kundalini awakening is a spiritual awakening, but not every spiritual awakening involves a full-blown Kundalini rising. A spiritual awakening is the what, the shift in consciousness. A Kundalini awakening is a specific how, a powerful energetic mechanism that causes that shift. One is a change in seeing, the other is a change in being, at a cellular energetic level. Whether you're experiencing a slow and steady expansion of awareness or a fiery energetic surge up your spine, remember that both paths are valid and sacred. Both are journeys back to your true self. The most important thing is to approach your journey with curiosity, courage, and a whole lot of self-compassion. If you feel you're going through something intense, please don't hesitate to seek support from qualified spiritual guides or mental health professionals who understand these experiences. You are not alone on this path. Thank you so much for joining me today to explore this fascinating topic. I hope this brought some clarity to your own journey. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into spirituality and consciousness. I'd love to hear about your own experiences or questions in the comments below. See you in the next video.